Hello, and welcome to my review of Resident Evil HD Remaster. I am your guide, JM Evil. I will be showing you some of the changes from the original game to include gameplay, graphics, and new mechanics. Starting off, there are 3 basic difficulty settings that will affect your gameplay, to include the amount of health items, ink ribbons, ammo, and life for both the character and the enemies. Like many other Resident Evil games, even the easiest game mode will pose difficulties throughout your game experience. There are 2 main characters with 2 separate storylines, Chris and Jill, each with specific advantages and disadvantages, yet even on the easiest difficulty settings can be killed with just a few hits. The puzzles are rehashed from the GameCube version of Resident Evil and still pose a minor to somewhat challenging advancement through the game. Items found throughout the mansion will inevitably be needed at some point through your playthrough, but you only have a limited inventory, so choose which weapons and items you carry with you wisely. The enemies in the game are a motley crew of zombies, crows, rabid dogs, fearsome hunters, and more. There are also a variety of mini-bosses that are sparsely scattered along your path, like the giant shark and the man-eating plant. Certain items and/or weapons can be more effective depending on your adversary. In this version, normal zombies will arise sometime after their deaths, if not burned by using your trusty flask of kerosene and lighter. The arisen zombies are much faster and more powerful than their first form and pose a most difficult threat to your survival. And then you have the dogs. Sometimes they will jump out at you when you least expect and are much faster than your character. Your best bet is to run away. A new addition to the game are your secondary weapons. Daggers are scattered throughout the mansion and can be used to thwart the attacks of zombies and dogs if they grab you while you are facing them. Attacks from the rear are, however, unavoidable. The controls are a bit different and somewhat clunky at times, but they are a massive improvement from the original. I do not recommend you play with the mouse and keyboard. I found those controls to be almost unplayable. An Xbox, PlayStation, or PC gamepad is definitely the way to go. The graphics, updated textures, and cutscenes look great compared to the original, but the voice acting is still a bit clunky and awkward at times. Overall, I've really enjoyed Resident Evil, and have had a horrifyingly nostalgic experience despite some of its flaws. With that said, I give Resident Evil HD Remastered a solid 3 golden bananas out of 5.